Yo, what's up guys? I'm Rico.
And I'm Dan.
And we're two dudes. And the topic today is Amazon versus Shopify versus affiliate marketing and which one is right for you.
Yep. One of the biggest platforms to sell on today is Amazon. One of the main chief competitors right now would be eBay, and then the eventual, superstore that Walmart's going to be throwing up. The biggest platform to sell on today is Amazon. It doesn't tend to be the most cost effective and friendly platform because Amazon does take fees. Whether you're selling your own product, if you have your own inventory and listing on Amazon, they'll take a fee from that. Or you can do fulfillment by Amazon, which is FBA. It's a very common way to sell. That's how you get Prime. So you can offer 2-day shipping. Amazon essentially holds your inventory and sends it out, and they basically do the customer service and all that stuff for you. Excellent platform to sell on. That's our favorite platform to sell on, among others. We're currently active on Amazon, eBay, Shopify. That's another one. I just kind of want to cover a little bit about why Amazon's a good platform and some of the pros and some of the cons. So big pro, natural traffic. You don't have to find people to buy your stuff because they're already there. When you go to Amazon, what do? You're going to Amazon with a specific purpose, to find something to buy it, right? So that right there is 90% of the of the pie. But it does bring up an interesting point. You can do some advertising. So within Amazon, you can do pay-per-click. So essentially, you run ad campaigns on whatever inventory you would like, assuming it has the buy box. It has to have the buy box first. That's key. And then Amazon will run ads depending on how much you're willing to pay. It's called a bid. How much you're willing to pay to have your ad shown at certain times. Amazon will display that ad if you win the bid, and customers will see that when they're scrolling through either a similar or non-similar product feed. That's one of the huge keys, is just the amount of people that are actually constantly buying on Amazon. Their platform is actually super friendly as well. It's easy to list products. It's easy to control products. You can list by different variations. We do a lot of clothing sales, so
which is something that the gurus tell you to avoid. They say, don't do clothes because you can't be successful with that. That's a bunch of, we gotta be friendly with this. So it's a bunch of horse crap.
Horse manure.
Yes, horse manure.
Yeah, we're killing it in clothing sales. That's most of our business is clothing sales. We have some toys and games that we sell, and if you want to listen to them, that's fine. But just know that that's not the case. You can't kill it in clothing. But when it comes to clothing, you have different sizes, you have different colors. Amazon has inventory files that you can use to do mass uploads and control certain things like cost, titles, promotions, stuff like that. So it's another benefit to Amazon is it's super seller friendly. It does tend to have some issues sometimes. The site does become unavailable. It can be kind of unwieldy if you need to make mass edits, so you have to really rely on those inventory files. But overall, it's by far our favorite platform, and it's where we do most of our sales because there's so many people shopping on it at any given time. It's throughout the world pretty much. So that's pretty much it with Amazon. We do recommend that you guys look into selling on Amazon. It's really easy to get started, and it doesn't cost much to get set up. And it should be good. So now the next piece is Shopify.
All right, Shopify. Everybody's talking about Shopify. Everybody and their grandma's talking about Shopify and how I bought them their Lamborghini and their GTR and all these things and blah, 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 blah. Like I said in our original video, Shopify is a very, very difficult platform to master. Shopify isn't a store, it's just a platform. That platform has a bunch of moving pieces. Either you are gonna be a really established brand like Kylie Jenner. She's a person, but she's also a brand, which is how she was able to sell millions of dollars on Shopify without much effort. People know her, they trust her, boom, money made. The average person, like me and you, I'm not Kylie Jenner. I'm not a pretty girl.
Nobody knows money.
Exactly, nobody knows your name. So how do you sell on Shopify? You have to drive traffic, you have to spend money on advertisements. And it's tiresome and it's expensive. It can be expensive. Now there's times where you'll get the perfect ad, the perfect audience, and boom, you just start making money. That is few and far between, and for that reason, that's why we don't necessarily recommend that you put all your eggs in that basket. There is no natural traffic for what you're looking for, unless it's on Amazon. For what you're trying to sell, unless it's on Amazon. You will typically find products from a Chinese supplier or Indian supplier, and probably AliExpress Maybe Alibaba if they're willing to give you one item that's generally in a bulk sell website for like your private labeling for Amazon, things like that, or DHgate, which is good because some suppliers will give you the option to buy just one, but you're gonna find items from there, put them up on your website, and drive traffic. And that's the gist of how Shopify works. Shopify is very entrenched in the Facebook world. You're gonna put your Facebook pixel on your Shopify site so that way you can get data and build an audience, and then when you start getting sales, you can build a lookalike audience and retarget them, so that way Facebook will do all the heavy lifting and have those people come over and start buying your product, hopefully buying your product. But it's not as easy as people make it out to be. The gurus are going to say, oh, put up a website, get some products from AliExpress, put them on said website, go to Facebook, run some traffic, go to Instagram, pay an influencer, they're going to get you sales. And that does work to a certain extent, but it's not as simple as you think it's going to be. And I hate to burst your bubble on that, but I mean, we have a Shopify store and we sell some of these same products on Amazon and on Shopify. And like we said originally, it's literally about a 20x, comparison. Like we can easily do 10K on Amazon. We have a 6-figure Amazon business and like a barely mid-5-figure Shopify business, and that's insane. That's insane to think about. Like there's no comparison. Well, I should say 5-figure because we're doing 4 figures every month. So in turn, it's a 5-figure business. But
another thing you have to think of is advertising cost. The pay-per-click scheme that you have on Amazon tends to be cheaper than running multiple ad campaigns from say Facebook ads, Google ads. AdWords, stuff like that. Amazon's is much cheaper. I mean, you could spend quite a bit of money on ads and advertising, but you're not reaching an audience that doesn't exist yet. You're reaching an audience that does exist and just getting them to come buy your stuff.
You're going to spend a lot of money on Facebook ads and Google AdWords. Everyone will say, all the gurus will say, oh, do a $5 advertisement and you're going to get tons and tons of sales. Whoever believes that, you guys are out your mind. That's just not the way it works. I would say Shopify is the platform for people who want to kind of experiment and maybe get their feet wet, not necessarily expecting to make tons and tons of money. That's just, it's unrealistic to think you're going to spend $5 and then make $2,000 off that $5 ad spend. You're going to have to learn how to ramp up, how to properly scale your ads. Like you're not just going to take an ad, ramp up throw a ton of money at it. You have to build lookalike audience. You have to do all these things, and that's the complicated part because you're so entrenched on running Facebook advertisements and Google AdWords. There's that. I prefer Amazon just because there is natural traffic and it's probably the easiest platform to master. We went from literally nothing. We went from not selling anything on Amazon whatsoever to having our products, sent to Amazon and everything within 30 days. Yeah, and everyone says that's impossible. They're like, oh, it takes 6-7 months for products and molds and all this stuff. No, if you're on your supplier, like I'm a hound. When it comes to our suppliers making sure that our stuff is right, I am on them. I am ruthless because if I'm not, they cost us money. My job is to make sure that me and him make money. That's what I have to do. If they're not on their A game, then I'm not on my A game and we're not making money. So for us, Amazon is the way to go. I think any beginner can easily make money on Amazon. And there's a certain way to go about it without spending a ton of money. And that's how we started. We didn't spend a buttload of money when we first got on Amazon. With Shopify, you're spending a buttload of money for traffic. With Amazon, we spent very little of our own money. And then once we started selling a ton, we had to dump more capital in there. But, that's something that we'll talk about, later on. There's affiliate marketing, which for all intents and purposes is almost free. Almost. Not quite. In some aspects it can be free. Like, the affiliate links that you see in YouTube videos, like some of ours, that costs us nothing to put in there. And if you guys do purchase, some of the tools that we use that we highly recommend using, like Sellix, QuickBooks, let's see, Amazon Scout Pro,
Jungle Scout.
Like, there's tons of tools that you guys will need. There's a kitten here, sorry. But, you guys will definitely need those tools, and, why not go through us for those tools? So with affiliate marketing, you get your affiliate links, and boom, you make a commission whenever someone purchases. Yep. So whenever that company or that product sells, you get your commission. It could be anywhere from 3%, like with some of Amazon's things, all the way up to 50%, with some things from Commission Junction. And it's a very nice way to start off in the e-commerce realm. But unless you have a site that's doing a lot of traffic, it's very difficult to blow that up, to expand and scale up. Like we couldn't do that with what we're doing. Like in order for us to go from being a six-figure Amazon business to being a six-figure affiliate marketing business, like we would have to take a ton of our capital, which is possible at this stage because we're making money, but we'd have to take a ton of capital, build a proper site, and then start doing reviews like camera reviews or headphone reviews or all these things, different product reviews, and scaling that up and spending a ton of money on paid advertisement. And that's just not what we want to do. Like it doesn't. And he's right. You do have to drive traffic to your website, and over time, with proper SEO tactics, so those are the things that you should look out for. And in our opinion, Amazon is the way to go. Yeah. It's the way to go for a beginner. You don't have to spend a ton of money to test out a product. You don't have to spend a ton of money to drive more traffic to your product. People are naturally looking to buy things. People don't go to Amazon just to just browse the web. You go to Amazon because you want to buy something, or you're thinking about buying something, and you might just need that little extra push. So, the Amazon platform is by far the best for anyone, really. I mean, in our honest opinion, Shopify would be a close second, but like I said, it's kind of pricey. And then there's affiliate marketing, which anyone can do and you can dabble in, but that's kind of tricky to do properly. You can't necessarily just expect to ramp up immediately without dumping money into paid traffic. If you build a website and you have these affiliate links and you have a proper funnel, now that's another thing. Products and services, like you're going to have to build a proper funnel. You're going to have a proper landing page that goes through your whole sales funnel and things like that. You're not just going to take a website, put a product on there and like buy this. You're going to have to market it properly.
Yep. So essentially, one of the biggest platforms to go with would be Amazon. That's what we recommend because it's the easiest to start with, to get used to. I'd recommend, we recommend that you guys do a lot of research on this, figure out what you feel the most comfortable with. There's no right or wrong way to go about doing this. If you can sell. And we found our own way to do it. We didn't buy into any courses. We didn't, expect anything coming out of this. We literally just had to find it, our own way. And there's a lot of growing pains that we went through, especially when it comes to advertising, choosing the right store. That we want to share with you guys to make it easier, so you guys don't go through those same growing pains. It's not an easy landscape. It's very competitive. So getting an edge, at least an early edge, early on, would be tremendously beneficial to you guys. So keep following us. We're gonna have a lot of content coming.
Also, don't forget to like the content. Make sure you guys subscribe. There's a link in the description for our Facebook group. So make sure you guys get in the Facebook group because we go over a lot of cool things. We talk about all the latest e-commerce tricks and tips, and we're doing giveaways, guys. Like we can't give things away to you if you're not following us. So
you gotta follow us.
We gotta build an audience to give you guys things. We're giving away things every single week, and on top of that, every 500 subscribers, we're giving away a PlayStation, an Xbox, or a Nintendo Switch based on what you guys want.
Yep.
Who doesn't want a free game system?
It's free, totally free.
Free. I mean, you guys could be playing Madden, 2019 at this point.
Yeah.
Sometime in the next couple months. I would want a free game system.
I would.
So make sure you guys like our content, follow us. We're here for you guys. We're here to help you guys out. We're here to give back.
Spread the word.
We can't give back if you guys aren't participating. Peace.